Alright, hey. I'm gonna teach you how to play Wishbone today. Alright, so the start of the song is just sort of like a drone. Distortion pedal on. You're gonna do like a low focus type of thing, so turn the tone knob all the way down. And you're just gonna go on 9th fret of the A string. Just like that, for a bunch of measures. And then eventually, at some point, the guitar is gonna come in, and it's gonna sound like this. It's gonna play something along those lines. So, while you're playing that, you're gonna listen for the guitar part to play this part twice. So as soon as it goes, you're gonna go from, and then you're gonna slide all the way down. And then you're gonna do that for a while. I think also for 2 repeats of that same riff, and then you're gonna completely stop, and like the guitar goes thing, it's gonna go. And then all the instruments are gonna come in. So that's when you kick the tone knob into high focus. I'm assuming you're gonna be playing with this with like 2 pickups or something. If you do, just swap it to like another pickup and have one sit to low focus, the other sit to high focus. I wrote this on a 3-string bass that has those kinds of pickups. Alright, so you're gonna flick it into high focus or high tone, and then you're gonna slide down to, and you're gonna play this little thing. That's going to be the intro, or like the cooler intro, I guess. I'll break that down for you. It's basically so that's on the E string. Open, open, 3, 2, open, open, 3, 2, 1, open, 2, open, 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 2, 3, 2, open, 2, open. And then you're gonna repeat that again. Except when you get there, you're gonna play instead of, so it's and then you're gonna repeat that again. Except this time, instead of doing, you're gonna go open 5, 7, up a string to A, open 5, 7. And that's 1 repetition. So that's the whole thing. And then you're gonna repeat that again. So the whole cool intro thing is gonna sound like this. Actually, I'll do it slowed down. And then when you hit that top note the second time, you're going to slide down and you're going to do power chords. So you're going to do power chord on the 2nd fret of the A string. It's going to sound like that. So you're going to do 8 hits of that. And then just play open power chord on the open A string. that's it for distortion for now. So then you're going to turn off the distortion pedal. Keep the tone high. Now this is kind of the tricky part. I know, you thought, wasn't that the tricky part? No, this is the tricky part. So the verses sounds like this. And they end like this. So basically, I'll break it down for you. It's 5th fret of the A string. You're going to do four hits. And then you're going to do 2 hammer-ons. It's going to be 2 to 3 on the D string. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, hammer, hammer. And then you're going to go on 2. Then you're going to move the pinky finger and do the 4th fret on the A string. And you're going to do the hammer-ons again. Do some power chords again. You're going to do 5th fret on the E string. This is not a power chord, but you're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 4th fret, you're going to slide up to 7. And then you're going to hit the 9th fret A string, 9th fret D string, and then 9th fret A string again. So it's going to sound like this. That's the power chord shape. And that's one repetition of the verse. That's it right there. So you're gonna go. You're going to repeat that 4 times, by the way. And on the 4th repetition, instead of going down to the 5th fret of the E string, you're going to slide up to the 6th fret of the D string. And you're going to hit 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to do 4 hits. And then a 5th hit. And then... Actually, yeah, 4 hits. And then you're going to do... which is 6th fret D string and 8th fret G string. And then you're going to slide down 1 fret and do the same thing. Alright, and that's the whole verse. That's verse 1. So now you know the intro, which is that for a while, and then you know. Doing pretty good so far. Oh, I forgot to mention also, for the distortion, I'm using a Big Muff distortion pedal, fuzz pedal, so I'd suggest using whatever fuzz you can find. Just crank it up. Have it be really, really Tony the Tiger. Alright, now let's get on to the chorus. The chorus is going to sound like this. So you're basically just playing the root notes, pretty much. So it's going to go 5th fret on the A string. And you're going to kind of follow that sort of rhythm. Dun, da, dun. You're going to hammer on to the 7th fret for just 1 note, and then press down on the 7th fret of the E string. And then you're going to go down to the 5th fret of the E string. And the 2nd fret. Then you're going to do 3 hits on the 7th fret. And repeat it again for the A string. Except this time, instead of going down to the B string, you're going to go up. I found that this sort of progression of going down from the root and then up from the root really works really well for making melodies for choruses. Start off with a progression that goes down, and then you go with something that goes up. Wait. Yeah, so it's like a big loop. Anyway, yeah, so you're gonna play, and then you're gonna go open 7, and then you're gonna play 4th fret D string, and then 5th fret D string, 5th fret, and then 7th fret, and then that's 9th fret on the A string, and then you're gonna do sort of like I don't know what this is called, but you're gonna go from 9th to 7th to 5th, and that's where it repeats. Alright, let's practice it with me now. I'm gonna go really slowly. So then at the 2nd repetition of that, you're going to end with 3 hits on the 5th fret of the A string. Okay. No, wait, that's 4 hits. And then the drum's going to do its little solo thing. And then you're going to go on the 2nd fret of the E string. And then you're going to do the verses again. There's this little interlude thing that happens where you go down to the 5th fret of the E string, and then 7th fret, 8th fret, 9th, and 10th. And that 10th fret is just going to be 2 notes. So altogether, that interlude is going to sound like this. Oh wait, also turn on distortion. I forgot about that part. You got it, Tiger. Alright, and then you're going to do the chorus again, but this time with distortion. But this time, when you do the repetition the 2nd time, and you go up, when you go up and you hit that 5th fret on the D string, you're going to hold it for a while. 16 hits. And then you're going to go to 7th fret and do 16 hits. Oh wait, no, wait. 12 hits on the 5th fret. And then you're going to go, there's this little fill that I do. You're going to do 7, 5, 7, 5. That's on from the G string to the D string. And then you're going to do 16 hits on the 5th fret of the E string. So altogether that's... And you're going to slide down. Turn off distortion. And turn down the tone just a little bit. It's going to be like halfway. And then you're going to do the bridge. The bridge progression is different. It sounds like this. Alright, so let's break it down. Let's slide up. You're going to do that on the 14th fret of the E string. This whole thing is on the E string, by the way, so I'm just going to yell out fret notes. 14th fret, 12th fret, 10th fret, 9th, and then 5th, 2nd. You're going to do open 5th, open 2nd. And then slide up to 7th. To do 3 hits. It's going to be... So altogether it's going to sound like this. Yeah. I think you're going to repeat that 4 times, yes. 4 times. And then you stop. And you let the guitar do 1 repetition. 1 repetition. The guitar's going to go. And then... Oh yeah, and also while you're waiting, turn down the volume knob all the way. Turn up the treble again. Turn on distortion. You're going to do a little swell. This is going to be fun. So with the volume knob all the way down, hit the E string, or if you're playing with the 5-string guitar, hit the B string, just at the lowest note you can hit. Slowly turn up the volume knob. Yeah, slowly turn it up. But you're going to let the guitar do its thing, and then on the 2nd repetition of the guitar, do the swell. It's pretty cool, right? And then, this part's kind of hard. Power chords all the way down. Alright, get ready. So, do the same progression, but with power chords. And you're only going to hit each note once. Keep the note length like the same and everything, but, you know, it's like this. And that's it. You'll only repeat that twice. Stimming. Here it is. Yeah. I played this song with a pick. It's kind of hard to play on finger style or thumb style, however you play. But you do you. Alright, So now, distortion off, all the instruments stop, except for the drums. The drum goes... It's like... Yeah, that's it, okay. Now, after that fourth note, that's your cue. That's everyone's cue. Everyone comes in right then. You do the chorus. I'm gonna go. And then for the second repetition, turn on distortion. Have some fun with it. Alright, and then after you do the high part of the second repetition, when you come down to the 9th fret of the A string, it's like this. You're gonna slow it way down. You're gonna do. So that's dum 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 like that. So you're gonna go, and then wait, yeah. You do that, and then it's 9, 12, and then 11. I like to flatten out my ring finger for this part. So it's that's 11 on the D string, 11 on the G string. You're gonna hit that 9th and slide all the way down, and that's the end of the song. Booyah. Thanks for watching. I'll upload a playthrough, a play along, so you can play along with me and see how I play.